why did you shave your beard and have your mustache grown so big? He said, Rabbuna, our Rabb told us to do this. They used to call Kisra Rabb. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, but my Rabb ordered me to grow my beard and trim my mustache. Now, sometimes when you talk to people about these type of sunnahs, I'm not just pointing out just one thing here, beard only, but sunnahs. Right away people say, no, there are things that are much more important at this time. Don't just start talking about these things. SubhanAllah. Look at Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's message. What could have been more important than the issue that they came for, and what could be more scary situation than this one now? And at this situation, Ya Rasulullah, the whole country is in danger now. And the whole ummah is in danger. And they are here to take you with them. And now if you don't go, they are going to send an army, destroy the Medina, destroy every person, every child of Medina they take out. They're going to take all of our women as slaves. What are we going to do? Ya Rasulullah, and you're worrying about a beard? But he's telling them, yes. This is at this time more important to me than anything else. And then he says to them, I know the issue that you came for. Come to me tomorrow, we'll talk. It says in the narrations that as they were standing by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they were shivering out of fear. The way he talks to them, they never experienced someone talking to them with so much confidence. And they're talking to him and he doesn't even worry about what they have to talk about. He gives them his message. And then, okay, come to me tomorrow, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And without saying a word, they left. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in a hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me some very special blessings. And one of them is, نُصِرْتُ بِالرُّعْبِ مَثِيرَةَ ثَلَاثَةِ أَيَّامٍ. That Allah has given me this quality that my enemies, from a distance of 3 days, when they are on a distance of 3 days from me, they start having fear of me. SubhanAllah. And through Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it came into the ummah also. And we see the ulama of the ummah, sulaha of the ummah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the similar type of thing. Of course, it's not the same thing and can never be the same thing, but similar type of thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to the ulama and sulaha of the ummah, that just by looking at them, you see people melting. People that come with so much animosity. I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll say this, and they come and they just melt. This is through the barakah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his teachings. So, next day when they came to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, go back to your king, the king of Yemen. Go back to your king and tell him that my Rabb have killed your Rabb. They didn't know what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is talking about. But subhanallah, they became so obedient at this time, they're full of fear, they just want to get out of this situation. So he said, go back to your king of Yemen, tell him, my Rabb have killed your Rabb. They went back. When they got to Yemen, they informed Badan that this is what Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. Last week we were there at that time, at this place, at this time we were there, and he told us that my king have killed your king, but we didn't know what he meant. But this is what he told us to tell you. So Badan sent a person to find out about Kisra. And to their surprise, it was exactly that same night. Same night when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, go and come to me tomorrow. That night, Kisra's own son killed his own father. Kisra's son killed his own father. And he became the king. As Badan knew this, he said, this has to be a prophet of Allah. Because we live under their rule, and we didn't get that news until now. And if he knew it the same night, it has to be that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed him. he became Muslim, and when he became Muslim, the rest of the people of Yemen became Muslims. The barakah of it, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Al-Imanu Yamanin. Iman is Yamani. Iman is from Yemen. Wal-Hikmatu Yamaniya, and wisdom is from Yemen. Subhanallah, you see people accepting and see the barakah they are getting. وَمَا رَسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. See the rahmah and the barakah now. And every time people of Yemen came to Medina Munawwara, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam always gave them a lot of respect. And we see in the history within no time, all the people of Yemen were Muslims, and we see a lot of Sahaba, great Sahaba, were from Yemen. Mu'adh ibn Jabal, the one who is considered to be the loved one by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There is hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him, Inni la uhibbuka ya Mu'adh. Mu'adh, I love you. He is from Yemen. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, from Yemen. Abu Hurairah, from Yemen. And you name it. Great Sahaba are from Yemen. When we look into the books of Ahadith, really it may be surprising that half of the Ahadith that we have are from the Sahaba that came from Yemen. The barakah of accepting Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam right away. They accepted the message of Islam before many of us. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal and Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiyallahu anhu also to Yemen. Half of Yemen yours, half the other half is yours. Go and teach people Islam. And before he passed away, he sent one of the very beloved people to him, his own son-in-law, Ali radiyallahu anhu, to Yemen. Go and teach people of Yemen the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because hikmah is Yamaniya. Hikmah, wisdom, is from Yemen. They accepted Islam right away, and Ali is Hakim. So go to Yemen. Teach them the hikmah. Teach them the deen of Allah. And Ali radiallahu anhu, he came back only when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went to Hajjatul Wada. And he went straight to Makkah Mukarramah quickly so that he can get to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So we see the people who are accepting the deen, they are getting the barakah of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and getting the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People who are rejecting it, they are closing the doors of the rahmah to themselves. Now, of course, so much is coming to the mind about other clans, but I'm trying to skip all of that. Just stay to the main points. But the reason I'm mentioning this is not to say that I know a lot. It's all seerah, and we all can study it. It's all in the books. It's just to encourage ourselves and everyone here to study the seerah from this point of view. See how people are getting the barakah and rahmah, not just as a history. How people are getting the barakah and rahmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by accepting Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. As they kept on delaying it, they kept on keeping the rahmah away from themselves. The king of the Roman Empire, Caesar, when he got the letter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, there are narrations that he took the Sahabi, what was his name? Anyway, he took the Sahabi with him. He had a box. He opened that box and he said to the Sahabi, I will show you some pictures. Try to recognize them and tell me if you can recognize these pictures. He takes out the first picture. Do you know this person? No. He says, according to our books, this is Adam alayhi salam. He brought the picture again, puts it again in some silk and other things, and he puts it back. Another picture. Do you know this one? He says, no. This is Nuh alayhi salam's picture. Another picture. Do you know this one? He says, no. And he says, this is Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. Then he opened another one. Do you know this one?